this tour with Bobby or Logic or whatever, like, and Kyle, like, it's been super cool for me because first of all, you're playing in front of like massive crowds, and I actually love playing shows in front of you know, people that don't necessarily know who I am, or maybe they've heard of something but they don't really know my music.
Yeah.
Because it kind of makes you have to like prove yourself more.
For sure.
I showed the track The Logic on his tour.
Right.
I went on his tour bus and I just played it for him. He's like, oh yeah, I'm on that one. I said, okay. But he got so busy.
Yeah.
It took him like 6 months or more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Within that 6 months, I met Joyner. And he got on my tour bus, and I said, this is the one I'm gonna do with Logic. And he said, oh, let me get on there with Logic. I'm like,
He want all the smoke, huh?
I said, okay.
Well, and one of the cool things for me was like 4 years ago, because I actually had a moment to remember that made me realize how far everything's moved. Because I did a showcase, and I think I was talking to Six, Logic's producer, side stage one night while he was performing, and I was like, man, I think it was him, and I was like, man, this is crazy, like, because 4 years ago or so, I did a showcase with Logic, and it was like, he just dropped his first album, I think, and I don't even think my first album was out yet. And so it's like, fast forward 4 years later.
Here we are working again.
Yeah, and so we're on a tour, and he's headlining a tour with, like, you know, some of these dates are, I think our first show on this tour was like 14,000 people.
That's amazing.
When he sent it back to me, I sent it to Logic.
Right.
I'm like, hey man, I've been waiting on you to do this. This is Joyner.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to do it with us, man. I know it's just supposed to be me and you.
Right.
But this is a new guy too, man, and this will be exciting.
Right.
And all Logic said, son can rap. You know what I'm saying? But I think, I could be wrong. You probably gotta ask Logic. But I think that Joyner did so much that Logic is like, I'm not about to try to
I'm not
compete with that.
I'm about to even.
You know what I'm saying?
So talk to me, my man. So of course you're on tour with Logic. This is your fifth stop.
Yeah.
What's it like opening up for that dude? What's the crowd's been like?
Oh, it feels like it's really dope. The crowd is very energetic, very engaging.
Yeah.
Very hype. It's really dope.
How'd you link with Logic?
You know, he's from Maryland.
Yeah.
So I'm from Maryland. So it was that connection, and he just reached out to me. He was like, yo, I rock with your music, et cetera, et cetera. So it was dope.
And he freestyled. I didn't know that his fans are used to him freestyling. But when N9ne give you a song, you come with it.
You bring your A game.
You know what I'm saying?
You bring your A game.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I still put it out because I peeped his fans would have appreciated it. But I told Joyner that, man, I just wish he didn't freestyle.
Yo, you got on stage at Powerhouse with Logic. That was a moment.
Yes, shouts out to Logic.
That was dope, man.
That was crazy.
My boy, Bobby, that's the guy.
They went crazy for you when you went out there,
Dude,
dog. It was such a vibe.
That was a blessing. I was so happy to go out there that he let me even do that. That was just so much fun.
When I looked at the comments, his fans were like, wow, Logic killed it. I'm like, okay.
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I made the right move.
Yeah, exactly.
But when I told Joyner that, Joyner went live and like, N9ne is pissed off about it. He sent him a bunk verse, you know, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because I try to keep everything cool.
Right.
And on the under, and then stuff we could talk about amongst each other without talking out
to everybody.
You know what I'm saying? But he said it.
You know, Logic always wants to work, always wants to write, always wants to rap.
No, dude, Logic showed me in his phone, he has like 7 unrelieased albums. I was like, dude,
it's like, yo, bro, calm down.
What's going on?
And he's all like, he's superhero buff, and he's just like, yo.
It's like, yo, dude, this guy.
He's hip-hop superhero.
He's another
He really
level
is.
right now.
Yeah.
He's another level.
You guys working together?
You know, we haven't actually stepped in the studio together yet, but I think that we will. 100%. I love him. He's just an awesome dude. So we got to make it happen.
Curious about Logic, because I know that you have like a collabo album possibly coming out with Logic.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on Logic at this point?
Shout out to Logic. His album came out today.
Yes, it did.
Go get that shit. I think Logic is one of the best right now, best MCs in the game right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the way I brought it to Joyner was like, man, I just wish he didn't freestyle, man.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
it. Yeah, that's it.
You know, I wanted him to go.
Yeah, I'm a fan of him when he goes.
So when Logic called me after all of it transpired, he said, Tech, are we good, man? I said, yeah, it's just MC shit, dog.
Yeah, MC
shit. You know,
shit.
that's all it is.
Wait, did you see the cypher? Did you watch the BET
Yeah.
Hip Hop Awards? Okay.
No, I didn't get to watch it, but I seen his cipher. I went and watched it.
Online.
And I went
How
online.
did you think he did?
I thought he killed it. You know.
Can I tell you that like I felt like he was the best one?
You can definitely say that.
Thank you.
You can definitely say that.
You're very fortunate. You had a chance to tour with people like, or perform with Logic and Mac Miller and all these guys. How did that happen, man?
Yo, and it's what's crazy is, you know, people like to speculate on how shit happens. It literally was the most natural way shit happens. Logic told me his producer put on Big Lembo by like playing my mixtape in the car, like on a burnt CD. And then they would play my shit when Logic got in the car, and he'd be like, "Who is this?" And they'd be like, "Michael Christmas." Next thing you know, he followed me, he DM'd me, he said, "Come to my house," and then he said, "Come on tour." I was like, cool.
That easy.
You know, he has a lot of charisma and like how he raps fast and then breaks it down. He has a lot of confidence. He's dope. His album is dope. It's like real hip hop. He breaking that shit down, you know, his whole life story, everything. And even like what he's influenced by, you know, in hip hop and what made him him. And that shit is dope, you know? Like, and more rappers just need to do that, break their situation down and not really try to sound like everybody else. And I think he dope for that. That's my dog, though.